Welcome to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students, Lesson 248. Whatever suffers is not part of me. That sounds like really good news. I have disowned the truth. Now let me be as faithful in disowning falsity. Wow, I love that thought. We have all been so loyal to the thought system of fear. We have all been pledged our allegiance to the thought system of fear. And we have been ego identified, body identified, afraid of everything, in competition, in envy, in strife, and in condemnation. We've been very faithful disciples of ego. What if we were willing to be as faithful in disowning that falsity? What if? Whatever suffers is not part of me. What grieves is not myself. What is in pain is but illusion in my mind. What dies was never living in reality. I'm going to repeat that again. That is so powerful. What dies was never living in reality, and did but mock the truth about myself. Now I disown self-concepts and deceits and lies about the Holy Son of God. Now am I ready to accept him back as God created him and as he is. Father, my ancient love for you returns and lets me love your Son again as well. Father, I am as you created me. Now is your love remembered and my own. Now do I understand that they are one. As a thought experiment, let's say you're having a horrible nightmare and horrible things are happening. And in this dream, you were doing horrible things. Other people were doing horrible things. Everyone was screaming and crying and pointing fingers, and condemnation, grievances abound. And then you wake up and your friends wake up at the same time and you look at each other. Let's say you're at summer camp. And you look at each other and go, whoa, I had the craziest dream. And they're like, I had the dream too. Oh my gosh, in the dream, I punched you in the face. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay, because in that same dream, remember, I called you a bleepity bleep. Do you hate your friends? Or are you going to laugh about it? I know this dream seems so real right now that you can't imagine, in some instances, that you could let the pain go. And I promise you that when you wake up and you pull back the blinds and you let the light in, you won't even remember those nightmares. They'll start to fade from your memory. But the love you have remains. You'll realize that despite those dreams, you remain unchanged. Of course, we would never use the fact that we are in an illusion of perception as justification to intentionally harm someone else. You, my love, would never do that. Not at this point in your soul's evolution. You would never do that. And at the same time, it is all reward and no loss to not hold anyone else to that same standard. Some people are so lost in this illusion and this nightmare that they 100% think it's all real, and they are totally ego and body identified, and they're frightened and they're making poor choices out of fear. No one ever made a wise decision from a fearful place, and some people are very lost and very afraid. And so as a consequence, the choices they make are very, very unwise and sometimes hurtful. And sometimes that perceptually hurts us and people we love. Whatever suffers is not part of me. You are not the nightmare. You may have experienced it, but my love, you are not that nightmare. What is in pain is but illusion in my mind. What dies was never living in reality and did but mock the truth about myself. Now I disown self-concepts and deceits and lies about the Holy Son of God. Now I am ready to accept him back as God created him and as he is. Now do I understand. Wow. I'm sorry we had such scary nightmares. And I'm so grateful that you are starting to realize it's not the truth of who you are. Father, I am as you created me. No nightmare can change that. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for being the beacon of hope and the bright light in the dark that you are, that you effortlessly are, by simply being your true authentic self. And I will see you tomorrow for lesson 249.